Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody watching the Hall of Fame at HighonM University. This is your host Gaurav Madan, and today we have with us one and only Deepak Singla from Karnal, and we are really, really glad to have them here. Let's, before I dive into this, I want to, hear why are you even here, Deepak? What have you done? What have you done really, to come here?
So, hello everyone. In the last 8 months, I have generated two contracts. I got two contracts, one for $15,000, that is annual contract, and another is $51,000, that is an 18 months contract. So it's like $51,000 per annum, but the contract is for 18 months. So that is close to $75,000 in contract. So I made close to $90,000 in contracts just for my Facebook ad services. So it's me operating everything, and that's what I did in past 8 months.
Wow. I mean, like, dude,
Yeah,
that's amazing. Blows my
yeah,
head away, and since I'm not doing Facebook ad services, makes me think, should I also start now? Should I become a competition to you, man? Anyways,
yeah.
yeah. All right. Awesome. Amazing results. This is not something, which we hear every single day. And I'm super glad to have you here. Okay. So even before we start, let us know you better, who you really are and where do you come from.
So I'm particularly from Karnal, and since I was 22nd, at this point of time I'm 25. I just had a dream that I have to touch $1 million by the age of 27. That is the only single vision I had when I was 22, and I was trying to discovering the secret to it. I knew the traditional system would not be able to take me there, so I had to do something different. So all over that time, like since I was in third year of my college, I was like, by the way, I'm civil engineer, BTech. So that is completely different from what I'm doing today. And I was never interested in my college. I was just looking to find out the ways how can I achieve $1 million by 27. And I worked at a lot of, like, initially I started with selling products on Flipkart, Snapdeals, things like that. But lot of margin cuts by Flipkarts, high delivery returns. There was like negligible profits over there. And after that, like when I finished my graduation, since I had this question pending, nothing was coming into my mind. I was getting job offers, but I was not interested in any of them, because I knew once I joined the job offer, then it would be very difficult to achieve what I want to. So there was a startup. There were three people who generated roughly 2.5 crores in 4 years, and they were operating in Chandigarh. I won't take their name for confidentiality reasons, but yeah. So these guys were of 25 years of age only, and like at that point of time they were 25, and they had successful business, number one in India, and were selling high ticket products online. So, and I was like, yeah, this is something I have to do. So I joined them for 16,000 a month. That was just 2 years back. And there I learned that 99% of the sales they are generating are from internet only. So that's how I learned how internet marketing can be the thing which can make my dream possible. So after that, I was like struggling, tried to learn digital marketing things a lot, like a lot of places, but I literally purchased a lot of courses, Gaurav, before hitting up here. Like invested a lot of money, tons of money in understanding. I joined a digital marketing agency, but later I figured out there that they were just trying to, like, they used to acquire clients, but not able to deliver the results, and just have their 1 or 2 month cut. That's what they were doing, and that was their only business. I didn't like that. I left the job, and still I was struggling. But yeah, later last year, I came across some word that was funnels. So I heard that word again and again from Siddharth Rajshekhar. I learned from you, and I was also following Russell Wilson that time, and a lot of people. Then I heard this word funnel, and one day, like, Gauramatan ad popped up, and there was a webinar for funnels that work. That was the first product Gaurav I purchased from your whole collection. So funnels that work was like, it was just, I think, close to 1,800 rupees, and tremendous amount of knowledge, Gaurav. That is my, like, personally, thanks a lot. I always wanted to thanks a lot for this. There were close to 30 modules in that, and you have covered everything very specifically, from value ladder to email marketing to SMS marketing to Zapier to sales page. And pages, you have launched a lot of products, and you have shared all of your funnels with the exact copy, guys. Just copy this, change your words, place them on your landing pages, and get this done. That's the thing you were doing, man. And honestly, I was learning all these things from you. I got your copy structure, and then I onboard a client for 10K a month. That was my first client. It was the month of June last year. That was my first client for 10K a month. So I applied the copy structure to his page, and the page blew up. So we were getting 50% conversions for lead opt-ins. And after that, like I was kind of like, I had the magic. So then I completed everything in funnels that worked. Then suddenly someone recommended me .com secrets. I killed that book, traffic secrets, expert secrets, everything, whatever came into my way regarding that. But yeah, you were the first one who introduced me all these things. And then everything, like it was like things were puzzled up, and after that everything just made a picture for me. So everything was clear, and after that I purchased LinkedIn's Roshandal's course for LinkedIn marketing. Then I wanted to see, like, I have to now get acquire clients. So since I knew like you guys are partners and you have shared tremendous value in funnels that work, then I was expecting the same thing, that yeah, I was sure that it would surely be worth 1,000 rupees, which I had paid initially. And she did the same job, she blew it up. And I will say, Gaurav, 80% of the things which I have learned from you is by observing the things you were doing for your people. You are responding to every single message in your Facebook groups. It doesn't matter. Sometimes people ask the silly questions. You still respond everything in a very positive way. That shows how you care for your people. And like, no doubt, we have 6,000 people in that Facebook VIP group, but every day, every time, either you or someone from your team responds to every single message, doesn't matter what that is. If you are charging 2,000 rupees, then it is certain that it would have at least 1 lakh rupees in value, that particular course. And even today, like if the Facebook course and the funnels, after that, I purchased Facebook marketing course just to learn some more things. Maybe I'm missing some things, since you have already spent around 1 crore to 1.5 crore rupees in advertising. So you already know, you already have faced that things. So I cover a lot of structures from there. I'm sorry for that. The scarcity, urgency, and a lot of things. You have shared the 7-point structure, and that basically I apply a lot of times in my ads and have generated huge money for with retargeting for my clients. And after that, I was like, I built a huge social proof for myself. And then at this point of time today, it's like I just have to take a meeting with the client, and it's 100% certain that I'll close him. My it's my 100% conversion rate. There is only one reason. If I am saying that I don't want to work for him, then it's my choice, but it's not his choice, because you can't promote everything. Their businesses, they should have valuable product. The person should be like, there are a lot of things, you know very well, uh, important before onboarding a client. So that is my journey from where I started. Like from 16K a month was my first salary, and at this point of time, like as Gaurav mentioned initially, and that's how my journey from point A to point B. And Gaurav, I'll give you like today as well, funnels that marketing. I have recently, like last month, if you'll check, I have purchased copywriting, copy words that sell course. Even I don't need that thing, because I'm a Facebook media buyer. I usually get copywriters and graphic designers, whatever I need, they are always in my team. Like I get them for the system, but still I purchase that product for a later time. Maybe you tomorrow you decide that I won't be selling words that sell anymore. So I purchase that course just to keep that as a reference in my folder, so that I know whenever I would need something to learn from copywriting, I can just get back there, because whatever Gaurav teaches there is, it's like evergreen. We can't do if Facebook is updating something. Facebook has updated pixels and a lot of stuff, but it's more of conceptual thing. But that remains the same. Like you are nurturing people, like Gaurav is nurturing people, helping people to the best, answering every single question. And that's what Gaurav I learned. Like I learned 80% observing you, how you have structured your courses, just 777 words that sell, then Facebook ads course, then LinkedIn, then Instagram. Neha Arora comes into picture. I also purchased her course as well. I wanted to explore Instagram as well. So I purchased her course as well. So I learned how, like, you have 4 courses in the beginning to acquire a customer, and then you have affiliator course in the back as a ticket price. But initially you build so much tremendous value in the eye of a customer that he can't refuse. If he's saying no to your upper value course, then there's only one reason behind that: he doesn't want to grow himself. I didn't went to affiliate course because I never wanted to be in affiliate marketing. Yeah,
Okay.
I was not interested.
So what we
Yeah,
will do is, let me make it easy for people to digest this. There's so much
yeah.
happening right now in this call, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Oh
All,
my.
so yeah. So Deepak Singla, 25-year-old, working at 16K at a point per month at a point in his life, went from 16K per month to $90,000 in ads contracts annually by actually going ahead and learning the tactics and applying them actively. So the most important part is, of course, applying them actively.
Applying.
People underlying. So it's not me that is doing the magic. It's Deepak who's doing the magic because he's actually the one who's executing what is being taught upon. So if you don't execute, you don't get results, right? So that's the hammer point. And of course, now all this done in just a matter of 8 months, right?
Yeah, 8 to 9 months max.
9 months. Oh, you're
Yeah.
just like, you just, what you did is you've given a birth to a baby, right? And that's your dream company. 9 months,
Amazing.
a woman would give a birth to a child. You've also given a birth to a child, but it's your dream company. And we are so glad to really, really have you present on this call, and really awesome knowing your journey. Okay, so now let's go to the next couple of questions, which I would like to ask you, right?
Yeah.
We've already given us a kind of background what you've done, and also one thing which I really liked about the way you have said things is the hunger to learn consistently. Whatever came your way, you ate it like a tiger, right?
Yeah.
If we are recommending a resource in the program, you go ahead and you eat it up. That is something which I really like, and I see very less people doing it because there's a like I've gone through programs and they would suggest me certain books readings. Now, there's a reason why the creator is suggesting you those readings. It's not that
Absolutely.
he's trying to sell you an extra book for $500 and making an affiliate commission of $100. No, not really. That is because it changes your mindset. It changes you here. All right. So please, I'm really pleased rather to actually see somebody really taking seriously those learnings, those book readings. Awesome. Okay. So one thing, what I would like to ask you, the entire experience of this journey, like how is this really changing your life? Like what was the life before, before doing this your dream company, 9 months before this, and what is the life like right now? I know it's right now COVID, people are struggling, but this
Yeah.
gentleman right here, know, amongst COVID, when everybody's struggling, came through like a tiger, right? And I want to know what's the difference between the life 9 months ago and what's the difference in life right now?
The biggest change in my life is like, the people like you and me, we love to work and we love to work with people, we love to build team. That's what I'm doing at these days. I'm helping people like who have that hunger, helping them in moving that. But the biggest change, if you say, that is if my mother is saying something, like if she's saying like, Deepak, I need this, I get it instantly. So that is the
Yes.
biggest change which has happened in my life. Like I say her every day, every morning, Mama, just let me know what you need, just let me know, I'll get you. So I got her automatic washing machine. Like these things seems to be very small, I know, but like I upgraded her kitchen, I upgraded her everything whatever she needs in her daily life, and that is the biggest thing for me. Today I don't have to like think again. If my parents need something, I can get them instantly. So that is the biggest change I'm having in my time, in my life after this thing. But yeah, in my personal life, I was wanting to travel the world. That was the reason of closing everything by 27, so that I can invest that and earn passive income and can travel the world. So I thought that would be a long process, like because even at this stage, if I fall in that trap, then it would be difficult to achieve that dream. So I started with low. So I started with exploring India first. So I went for paragliding, I went for desert safari. So next in my list is skydiving, then scuba diving. So the biggest thing in one word I will say is I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and that is the biggest thing. Like there is no one on my head I can do, and that is the biggest thing. The biggest
Awesome.
changes happen in my life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Now, this is like magical, being able to fulfill the dreams of your parents, or if not even the dreams, I would say, but even like if you could give a little ounce of happiness back to them, right?
Yeah,
That gives
that
us
is
joy. That gives us joy right here at the heart, right? That's what I call real win. You know, this is
right.
something which I always wanted to do, and but I like I have never been able to do that because my mother has been someone who's so capable by herself. Like, yeah, I can give her gifts and all that stuff, but then like she took care of almost most of the things for herself in during my times when I was still young, very young. And then my brother is altogether another level. He took the business, his offline business to another level, and then he's like, "What do I give to them, man? They have everything." So yeah, you know,
I feel that thing now. I have nothing to give them. I can't give
absolutely,
them anything. No.
that is the
You have
best
posted
that
recently.
you
You
could,
have posted,
yeah,
yeah.
go
You
on.
recently posted Gaurav on Instagram that real life starts after when you don't have to care about your food and your basic life and basic necessity. I'm not sure. I think it was 3 to 4 days back, and that is literally the thing. When I read that post, I felt that today. That day when I went through that post, like the real life actually starts when you don't have to care about your food, your monthly rent, and everything. That is the thing when you are free from your mind, you can do anything, you can like have anything. But then actually I felt like you just want to grow. That's something. Yeah, that is the biggest change happened in life in the past 12 months overall.
Awesome, lovely, lovely. I mean, financial freedom, time
Financial
freedom,
freedom,
right?
time.
And then ability to choose to give to others in our family and of course to our loved ones at the
Yeah,
time we want. So this is like
the
the
biggest thing, the place freedom.
right.
I just need internet. I can work from wherever I want. I like last month I was looking for villas in Goa and Manali and Bali. Like once COVID is over, with my team, I'll fly over those places. I was just ensuring you have internet, right? I just need internet. That's it.
So,
And
so the video editor listening to this, go, get that thug life glasses onto his, right here and play that music. I want you to do that. Dun,
yeah.
dun, dun, dun,
So
dun,
that is something, the freedom of time, place, and the place is also the biggest thing. I'm at my home these days, and that is fine, nothing is affecting. My mother said I want to stay in Vrindavan. I said okay, we'll both together go. I just need an internet connection. I'll stay in your apartment, we can live together. So uh, absolutely freedom of place, time, and whatever you want to do. But yeah, there are struggles, and you can't ignore that thing before reaching at that stage.
Very true. Absolutely true. Because since you mentioned that you've invested in so many courses earlier as well, but
Ah,
then you didn't
always.
hit up the results because you're not aware of the funnels part of it. Right.
I
So,
think you won't believe this. At this point of time, I have resigned from close to 7 jobs, and I have two failed businesses. One business that I closed after having everything like after this thing. So I'm just 25. So I'm struggling since first year of my college when I was 17. But yeah, people call me like that is luck. I say okay, that is fine. But that is 8 years of hard work
absolutely.
behind where it is today.
So,
I had
guys,
my first job in first year in my
this is
college.
not a 9 months baby.
Yeah.
This is an 8 years old baby. All right. So you need to know this. And anybody who's not knowing this and thinking that, okay, Deepak did it in 10 months and I also do in 10 months, you may be able
Yeah.
to. But then if you really want to build something so scalable, you need to put your ass out there and wipe out all the obstacles coming your way, right? You need to say no to giving up, right? Because things are going to go
Right.
bad at a lot of times. So that's what we learn from here. Okay, so if I want to ask a very specific question, uh,
Yes.
though you have talked about it in length, but if we have to summarize it in, let's say, two lines, what role did our course and mentorship play in your journey, really? Just two
Well,
lines, a brief one.
yeah, course and mentorship is like I can always get back to it whenever I'm struggling. It's like for people like their Gitas. Whenever they are struggling, they just open some pages and find the problem to their solution. That is the courses I have purchased from you for me. So it's just about 15 days back. I was scaling a campaign from $3,000 to $10,000 a day. That was the scalability program I was into, and I was stuck at $2,500. I was not able to move the budget from $2,500 to $10,000. And then I went back to your strategies in Facebook ads course for scaling. I grabbed some things, I applied them. That works. Some works, Facebook is there are a lot of fluctuations happening. Sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't work. But yeah, that is the biggest thing. I can always get back to the things. That is the reason I purchased copywriting course as well for later future. So whenever I am in some problem, I can always get back to them. Like it serves as a reference matter. At this point of time, I can purchase whatever course I want, but I have never invested any penny after purchasing your course. I study a lot from Russell Benson, but 99% of its content is available on YouTube and other free materials. In his books, he has explained almost everything, and the biggest thing it's all about, I think, is execution only.
Right.
So, but after purchased your course, I have not purchased any single penny. I invested $20 in Jim Edwards' book before purchasing copywriting works. I forgot its name. Yeah, copywriting secrets. Copywriting secret. Yeah. So that was my investment after purchasing your course only. Apart from that, I have not invested even a single penny in any of the course. So that's what your mentorship and courses are for me. And Facebook VIP group is there. I can always ask any question there. So that is the thing, man. Like you are available every time. I'm not sure. I literally think this a lot of times. How you manage all such things in a single day. You respond usually in 2-3 hours in Facebook group. Literally, like I'm amazed. I every time I see your reply, I think, man, how in the world is he able to manage the time to report back on every single message he is getting in Facebook? So that is the kind of thing, like even after purchasing your course, you are available every time, whether it's the courses or mentorship or the questions, anything. So that is the course and mentorship I purchased from you for me.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
If you want to know my secret, I triple myself. I have two or more duplicates of myself. Who one is Gaurav, one is Gaurav one and Gaurav two, and that's how I'm able to reply. When I sleep, they take care of
Yeah.
it, and when they sleep, I take care of it.
Yeah, that is very important. Even like at this point of time, I'm also like I'm into that thing. I'm hiring people, training them. Like I expect they work like me when they're into work, because we have struggled so far. We have experienced a lot of things at this point of time. A lot of soft skills, how to communicate, how to behave. There are a lot of work ethics. There are a lot of things. So that's my next thing on what I'm now I'm on scaling. I'm looking to hire people, I'm looking to scale my business, and yeah, that's what it's going
Awesome,
on.
lovely. And if you're looking for talented advertisers, the place Gaurav's team is there. You can hire from.
Yeah,
Lovely.
obviously.
Okay, so let's talk about one more thing, which is everybody's always interested. Okay, you've gone ahead and uh,
Mhm,
have the successful contracts established with clients of
mhm,
$15,000 annual contract and things of that sort.
mhm.
Okay, so what is the kind of ROS or ROI you are generating for those people? Like we'll talk about two kind of ROIs, right? One ROI would be in terms of Facebook ads, and one another ROI would be in terms of your investment into my courses and what has been your own ROI personally. Yeah.
Well, that would go to tremendous level. And if you talk about the ROS I'm generating for my clients, and I've been working for them for the past 8 months in a row. So that proves that I'm doing very well, exceptionally well over there. So at this point of time, I've been generating, I'm mostly into information products only. That is my
Okay.
specifics. So I love selling information products only. I don't love any kind of physical products. I just don't like them, because I had my initial experience with e-commerce selling products over Amazon Snapdeal. I had to deal with a lot of RTOs and after that I don't want to be in physical products anyway. So that's like I generated a kind of hatred for physical products over there. I'm mostly into information products, and for information products, like it's close to 3 to 4 times ROS is general. Sometimes exceptional results are always there, depends on the kind of product client has. So in that case it goes to 6 to 7. But in information product, the best thing is like you don't have that much of expenses apart from the tools
Right.
only. Like you'll have to pay for click funnels and things like that, advertising. But apart from that, you don't have any such expenses, and that's the best thing I love about information products. But in physical products, you have like a lot of expenses. So ROS goes to 10 times, but the profit margins are less. So it goes to 4 to 5. Like before this iOS update thing, I was pretty much confident on the ROS I'm generating. I used to like commit to my clients, like you'll be getting 4 times ROS over this, just stay relaxed. So that is the kind of experience I have built into myself in the past 8 to 9 months. Obviously, that has come with a lot of experience, a lot of testing, a lot of some things from you, some things from other people as well. And but yeah, lot of things have made me so much perfect in getting the ROS. But it's generally in general terms, if we say that is 2 to 3 is the minimum, 4 to 5 is the best, and in exceptionally goes to 7 to 8. That is exceptional case if the product is very well of. I have worked with one of the biggest people in the world. I can't take the name because of NDAs I have signed with them, but they are one of the biggest business in the world. They have already spent millions and millions of dollars in their ad account. I managed an ad account which had ad spent of $8 million,
Wow.
and so I can so that was the account I managed. So it already had a lot of pixel data, a lot of events, a lot of everything, audience. It
Right.
had everything. So it's very easy to work on such accounts, but it's
Right.
difficult to work on fresher accounts. So that is my whole journey. And if you talk about my ROS, I'm only paying for my internet connection. I recently bought a MacBook uh, 6 months back.
Okay.
Apart from that, I'm not paying for anything. And I have two assistants who are working with me, and I'll be honest with you, they are learning things from me. And at this point of time, I'm just paying a stipend of 10K a month. They are learning things. But yeah, I have promised them soon I'll be helping them in 1 lakh per month. But that will be only happening if they'll follow everything. Once they'll make me like relieve of, if they're saving me an hour, I'm happy to pay them 1 lakh. That is the kind of thing happening with my people. So at this point of time, it's I've just paid for internet and just for my MacBook. Apart from that, everything is pure profit. I don't have to pay for any single thing. I don't have to pay for my ads. Clients pay for that. I just get my service fees for the ads management. But in return, I have to make sure that they are getting the best return out of their money. That is the biggest thing. And I make sure that thing, like you can call this as work ethics, because now we are enough experienced that we know if we'll be able to make this account profitable or not. So I make the commitment in initial as well, like this would be the ROS, average ROS. If that would be, this would be the average numbers. If you're okay with that, only that we would proceed. Otherwise, that is fine. So the biggest commitment in return is you have to make sure that they are getting the results, and that only comes once you go with everything. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So, quick question I would like to ask before we, take this to the end.
Mhm.
And the question would be: many people say that when we reach out to clients, as initially beginners, they would say that
Mhm.
people ask them, "Have you done any advertising in the past? Do you have any form of results to showcase it to me?" How did you really tackle this question altogether?
Basically, in I was lucky here. 2 years back, I got a project when I was working in an agency, and I worked for free unit, but the person believed in me, in my skills and everything, because we had some communication. So initially, you can say I had worked 3 or 4 projects I have taken for very minimal or almost free, and I built results from there. So that's where I learned. And apart from that, that was one thing. I invested a lot in of my money into ads in the initial time. So
Okay.
I built my funnels, I built my ads, I generated results, and then I generated testimonials, I generated results for myself. Then I showed them my own ad accounts, like these are the results I have generated. Although like I learned all these things to do everything for myself, but later I started getting huge like clients from that thing. So I started going with the flow. So at this point of time, my next thing is to build something for myself, maybe some SaaS product or some information products. But yeah, parallelly, I have commitments with my clients, and I can't like go with them. So we have limited headspace. So that's how things are going. So in one line, I worked a lot for myself, got everything, invested my money, like brought numbers in ad accounts in my own ad account, and also I worked a lot for free. I did like 2 free projects and 2 projects for myself, generated like websites and everything done for myself, showed that to the clients. And once you get one contract, and if you are delivering well, then it's very easy to acquire further clients. It's very easy. Like today, like I just can't say it's very easy once you reach that step.
Absolutely.
But all the struggles are in the beginning. All the struggles are in the beginning only, in
Right.
acquiring your first client. Once, like I had first got that $15,000 client, 15K client. That was my first client. I was working there for the past 6 months, and this 51K project I have got this like 3 months back only.
Okay.
So I was working there. I built results. I generated results. After, like, I learned. I had only intention of learning only. Never cared about money. And today itself, I don't care about money. I just cared about, like, I'm delivering the best to my people, and that is the only thing. Number one thing I care, and second thing is I'm learning something. As long as I'm learning my things, I am profitable in whatever I'm doing. So that is my kind of thinking when I'm working
Awesome.
with people.
Awesome. I have a follow-up question for you.
Yeah,
Said that you've cracked two clients, one 15K, which is an annual contract, and second,
yeah.
51K, which is an 18 months old contract, right?
Yeah,
So what I want to know is that are you collecting? How are you collecting money? Like, is it like all the money is paid in one go, or do you have like structured payment plan
monthly.
monthly?
I'm getting monthly payments from them.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
getting monthly payments from them, and that is
Is it like
the, like,
prepaid?
everything.
Is it like prepaid or postpaid?
These are postpaid.
Mm,
I
Generally,
get, I,
generally we should do
yeah,
prepaid deals. Yeah, but yeah, okay,
yeah.
cool.
Since it's working for a very long time, so I'm not cared about the thing.
Right,
That thing used to, like, for the first month when I started, they had terms like they want to pay like in after a month. So for 30 days, I thought that I won't be getting paid. I was thinking that thing only. I won't be getting paid. It's just I'm doing this for learning only.
right.
That's how I took that initially. But once I got my first payment, then I believe that yeah, everything is right.
Never,
So I can understand.
never ever believe
So
until the money is in your bank account.
no,
Yeah,
100% true. But they gave me the whole exposure in the first week itself. They showed their ad accounts and everything. That was the trust. And another thing I thought, like, even if I'm not getting paid, that is fine with me. I'll be learning a lot of things, because these are the, if they are paying us, if they are paying you 51K, and so that means they are doing something right.
right.
So they had huge client base, everything structured. So I thought I'll be learning something even if I don't get paid, that is fine. But yeah, I have never experienced that thing, luckily, at this, up to now. But I don't believe, up to I'm not getting my first payment, I don't believe. So the thing I mentioned, if I'm getting something to learn, that is fine with me. That is the biggest thing. If I'm getting something to learn, that is fine. If I'm not learning something, then I have paid huge money. That is my kind of ideology over things.
That's a
So
go-getter attitude, man, and that's how people should learn from you. This is the
yeah,
attitude you need to have while dealing with clients. Okay, don't be vultures thinking that, hey, if I work, I didn't get money, what will happen? Dude, you're getting the exposure, you're getting the results. Take
yeah,
screenshots of it and then get your next clients. Onboard them on prepaid versions if you want. So, but yeah, in
obviously.
initial stages, that's the kind of attitude you must have. One thing which I
So,
really
like,
liked about Deepak, Deepak
hmm,
in the beginning said, now I choose which clients I want to work with. I don't go and work with every single client.
obviously.
So because
Yeah,
he has a limited team, like he himself is working and he has just two office assistants, more like people who are helping him. But yeah, one thing which I would really, Deepak, tell you is next thing which you need to do is you need to take the burden off his shoulders and focus on expanding the business, right?
yeah,
Many times what we see when we are into execution game, we are the ones who are executing. We lose time in executing a lot of stuff, right?
obviously.
But then we're not able
Yeah,
to work on the business. We're working in the business, right? If you
yeah.
take my advice like this, your little free time will get you much more clients and revenue and scalability, because what you need is time is the biggest asset right now for you, to be
Yes,
honest.
yes, yes.
So by that
I'm
time
learning
with the money
taxes.
you have. Yeah.
I'm learning taxes now. Like, when you are entrepreneur, you have to do everything. Now I'm learning, like, income tax and everything myself. I'm learning bookkeeping, accounting,
Right.
taxes, this kind of stuff. I'm investing my time there. So that is like the
That happens.
stages of,
That is an you can't really escape from it. So unavoidable
yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
lovely, lovely, talking to you, Deepak. And Again, for all other people, a 25-year-old amongst the COVID era, during the COVID era, can strike through like a tiger if you go right with your actions and with your learnings and with your attitude. So that's the message we have for you. And then any last words, Deepak, you would like to say to the audience?
Just one thing, कि बस रुकना मत कभी. Just never stop. Just keep moving and keep learning. Learning is the biggest thing that you can have at this point of time. Money would surely come. It would surely come. But thing is, just keep learning and keep like people like, there are a lot of people like Gaurav, Siddharth, and there is Gopal Krishan in India. In abroad, there are like Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, Dean Graziosi. You can just learn by observing what these people are doing. If you know Russell Brunson, like he's just putting value in everything. You can just follow by observing these people. Even if you can't afford the products, the courses, just go by observing these people. Start executing whatever you are learning. Just keep executing. And like, everyone has a big idea. Someone approached me 2 days back, Deepak, I have a big idea. I was like, man, just tell me what you have actually executed. Even if you had, like, he was like, I'll be building this kind of restaurant, this and this. I was like, just get me the map done from architect, and then we'll talk about this. Like, it's just an idea, and people have a lot of thousands of ideas every day. Just keep moving, keep executing the things. And even if you can't afford a lot of money, most people say like, I can't afford this. They can afford 20,000 rupees smartphone, but they can't afford a 500 rupees course. And that is the thinking people are having in India. But that is fine. Even if you can't afford, you can just learn from observing what these people are doing. And just don't think about money. Just think about learning and giving the best value you can to your people, and success will be in your way. Like, that is my mantra. I just focus on learning, and if I'm learning something, that is fine. And like, as I mentioned, I have dropped from 7 jobs and 2 businesses, 2 failed businesses, 1 stop businesses, and I've never stopped. Like, people were clueless. My parents were clueless what I'm doing. They're clueless even today itself what I'm doing. They don't know what I'm doing. My relatives are like, they call me like, Deepak, you should get a job. I'm like, okay, I'll get it. Because I'm just working on my laptop at my home. Usually I'm working in Eastern time only, in US time only. So it's usually from 6 to 11 kind of time. So no one is available at that time. I'm working my thing that day. So people used to think that I'm free, and all the time I'm not doing anything. I'm just wandering. I'm just exploring India. I'm just doing that thing. They think I'm absolutely free. So that happens. But yeah, for that you'll have to struggle a lot in the initial days. Just keep learning, keep moving, and keep executing whatever you are learning. That is the best thing.
Awesome.
In my opinion.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So just to summarize, ideas are cheap, execution is expensive. Go for execution. Yep. Then learn with what you have, where you can, with whatever resources you are adapt with. Okay. So don't really just think, if I don't have enough money, I can't learn. Observation is the key to your power. So on a good note, it was really, really amazing having you, Deepak, here. We wish you a lot of success going forward. And thank you so much for being on the call. Lovely.
Thanks a lot, Gaurav. Thanks for having me on the show here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy.